As I grow older, the one thing that becomes clearer to me each and every day is that I don't owe anyone a thing, and neither do you. I've seen a lot of people pollute their potential after sipping from the well of entitlement. This is certainly true of many of the people I've been associated with over the years, even my own son. What they need to understand is that you should never feel like the world owes you anything. It doesn't. You must accept that it's all on you. That might seem like a very cynical way to view the world, but I would argue that it's actually liberating. You can only feel betrayal when you feel like you're owed something from someone. You can only feel resentment when you had expectations for assistance. When you accept that it's all on you, only then can you finally be free to focus 100% on being the best version of yourself.
Get stupid. Ain't no school for this shit. You gotta be smart.
You are not niggers. You are not coons. You may smoke reef and drink wine and do crazy, wicked things, but you are not a wicked person by nature. You have lent yourself to wickedness, but you are a divine creature that must now come into the knowledge and power of your own divinity. And no preacher can resurrect you into your divinity. It takes God himself to bring you into your own divine nature. So we're not dealing with prophets. We have walked out of prophet teaching. This is the time and the presence of God. So I don't talk about God will come. God is already here. And he's working in me to resurrect you to your divine nature.
What's up, class? How y'all feeling tonight, guys? As y'all can see, I got some guests in the house, as always, guys. But before we do that, if you need to go to your lockers and put them old ideologies and put all of that program stuff up in your locker, go do that now, guys. Do that now. But for the rest of you that know what we do over here, hit that like button. That's how you pay your school tuition. And keep in mind, guys, that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense. We call out bad behavior in both men and women in and out of Black America, guys. Y'all. Salute to the chat. Yeah, salute to the chat. I hope everybody feeling all right. Everybody feeling all right? Right, we're gonna teach tonight, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like I told y'all guys, I'm gonna scale back from all the entertainment and the dumb shit, you know, the cursing and all that. I'm gonna scale back from that. Cause I don't think y'all get the message. Y'all not getting the message, yo. So, you know what I mean? I'm a change my delivery for y'all. I mean, I'm gonna change my delivery, you know what I mean? You know, y'all know Mr. Goodbread mentioned that. You know, y'all only take advice from premium advice. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely change the delivery to get it to y'all more effectively. But all right, guys, let's get it. Let's invite our guests. Let's get in. Let's get our guests in here. Those of you that don't know, y'all should know him by now. I got my guy Killer Quabo. You know what I
You,
mean? He's
what's
from
going
the
on?
Men Operating in Reality. Y'all go to that channel right now. On your way to your lockers to put that foolishness up. Stop by, especially my MGTOW free agent men. This is a brother that I'm gonna give him his roses right now in public because a lot of us brothers, brown skinned brothers, we got a problem with apologizing and giving people credit when credit is due. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna give him his roses right now, bro. The brother is very impressive with his delivery, with his flow, with the way he kick his information for you MGTOW brothers. This is a real MGTOW man, you know what I mean? He ain't out here chasing or cash apping these women, bro. He putting you on to how to really be Roman 12:2. Go the other way and let God show you your plan. Yo. Let him show you your plan. But he really represent that to the fullest. So y'all make sure y'all get on over there and subscribe to his channel.
Word. You appreciate that, Mr. Goodbread. Seriously, I feel the same way about your channel, man. I love the way that you like deliver it and put the Bible into everything, because that's the way it was the basic instructions for leaving Earth. Like that's the way we're supposed to live. So I love how you bringing it into the red pill space and everything like that. But I appreciate that. Yeah, make sure y'all go check out. I'm actually gonna put the link in the chat. But yeah, make sure y'all go subscribe to my page, Men Operating in Reality, especially if you're a MGTOW free agent lifestyle. Go check that out and maybe get a different perspective on things.
And we got my Cuzzo back. Cuzzo,
Hello.
what's
Hey.
going on, Cuzzo? Let him
Hey, how
know.
y'all doing? Hey, my name is Angie.
I can't find this client info.
Sorry.
It's okay. Hey, everyone. My name is Angie. I'm happy to be here. Of course, I'm joining my cousin. As always, I'm back to show some love, show some support, and support the manosphere. So happy to be here.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Free agent lifestyle, you already know.
Yes,
XL
sir.
Pro, salute. Salute to the chat. Salute to my brother Keon. Keon, what's up? Yo, that was a hell of a video, right? Mary Magdalene, yo. That was it. They wasn't ready for that. They ain't
Oh
ready for
man, that
they
was
ain't ready for it. They ain't ready for the content. They ain't ready for the content. Kelly Stamps on the dub now. I know this about to be yeah, definitely. Definitely. You know about it. You know, yeah. Yeah.
See, it's crazy because I never heard of her until you actually showed me this video. So I was
Yeah.
just like
Bro,
crazy. It's like, was like, dang.
bro, when I tell you, I'm not even gonna give out a secret, but I already told you already. That was a heads up. She's a whole movie. You can make a whole chapter series out of that woman, yo. Out of that woman. So let's get on. Let's get this show on the road. Um, we gonna go to the video that really sparked this whole live tonight. You know what I mean? The brother over on the brother Killer Quabo channel, man. He did a video and he was reacting to an article. You want to take it from here while I get the video going?
Yeah, sure, man. So yeah, the video I just dropped the other day was titled "Why Educated Women or Why College Educated Women Are Don't Make Good Partners," and I was reacting to an article where they it was kind of two different perspectives. One perspective is as to what's the reasoning why they might have in the public space. Why these educated women might not be finding relationships
Oh,
to
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I'm
yeah.
about to say we lost you now. Okay.
oh,
Yeah, okay. We good. All right,
here we
cool.
go.
All right, cool. But yeah, no. So it's one perspective of in the public eye as to why college educated women don't have relationships, and then I gave my perspective from my observation, and not necessarily also my story as well, also from what I observed as well, and um, gave my perspective on that. So you guys, we're gonna check it out, and let me know what you guys think in the chat as well. If you think, if you guys maybe disagree, I would love actually to track the disagreeers to come in there and see what their thoughts as well. But I know we all here to learn and shit like that. So, but yeah, go ahead, Mr. Goodbread.
No doubt, y'all. No doubt. Y'all already know, yo. Ain't no right or wrong in opinions. We gonna get to the right or wrong when we open up our textbook. Y'all know how we
Mm-hmm.
do. The textbook tell you everything. But today, guys, just kick back, enjoy the show, man. It's gonna be a hell of a one. Y'all know how it is. Let's get it started. Cuzzo, at any given time, you need to stop. Need us to stop it. Just let me know. Give me the signal. Killer, you already know. Anytime you wanna break it down, let me know.
Okay.
When I'm in the moment, in the moment, in the moment, yeah. When I'm in the moment, in the moment, in the moment, yeah. When I'm in the moment, in the moment, in the moment, yeah. When I'm in
What's
the
going on, guys? Your boy Killer Kawabo. Welcome to another episode of Men Operate in Reality. All right, guys. I wanted to read this article. It's called "Why College Educated Women Can't Find Love." I wanted to see what they thought and give my perspective, and then give my reasoning as to why college educated women or women with degrees do not make good partners. All right, guys. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when it's time I drop. As well as if you would like to help grow this page monetarily, you can donate to the Cash App and PayPal. It'd be much appreciated. All right. Let's just start off by just reading this article. Why college educated women can't find love. The dating gap for women who are looking for love is a real thing. The modern world and the influences of technology have changed what is valued when it comes to finding a partner. And while technology has improved the lives of many individuals, it still seems as though heterosexual, well-educated women still remain to be disadvantaged when it comes to finding love online. Of course.
And that's a fact. They're gonna be at a disadvantage because it don't take no college degree and it don't take no high school diploma to log in on that shit.
Exactly.
Anybody can log in on that, so it's no qualifications to log in on that.
Hmm.
So all they degrees and all they qualifications that they think that you're neutral on there. It's all about looks now, baby. It's all
Yeah.
about looks because that's
You
what dominates.
Yeah, actually it is. And you're right, it's on looks because getting a college education is one thing, but if you're not focusing on your future and not planning for your future and you're not thinking about finding a partner, then you're not going to get close enough to finding that person because your focus is not there. Your focus is all about like what most parents would tell their kids, go to college, get your degree, finish, find a good job. But then you're not thinking, hey, I need a mate. So if you're not thinking about I need a mate, you're looking for a mate after you finish college, probably like in your mid 20s, even your 30s. If you're not focusing on finding a mate early on, it's gonna take you probably even longer. And by the time you look, you might see that the mate you're looking for, they already have someone because
Hmm.
they met someone who was on the same page looking for a mate earlier in life.
Yep.
And that's where you have people looking in their mid 30s, probably even late 30s, trying to find a husband, trying to start a family when they could have been planning that early on in their 20s.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Exactly.
spoken like a true scholar, student and a scholar, yo.
For real. And then also play. I think it also plays to the whole hypergamy thing, hypergamy factor, because it's like because women are it's from the beginning of time, women always wanted to date the top type of men because the we still adhere to our nature, even though we try to act different or whatever. Women try to tell us, oh, they want a man like this, they want a man like that. They still adhere to their nature. So, even with society and them getting colleges, they're still thinking like, oh, I still need the best type of man. That's why they always base it off of a mate off of either their level or above.
Yes.
So it's it's still all playing to the nature of things.
That's a
And
fact, man.
yes,
That's a fact.
it is. And I want to also answer that too, respond to what you were saying. That yes, it is true that they women would find themselves like wondering why they can't find a mate the older they get, because they're missing out, because like they say, you catch them when you're young, because you're just missing the plane. You missing it. Like all these young girls that's already ready to get these guys, they getting them early from high school. I'm not
Yep.
saying you should date very young, but sometimes it starts with high school sweethearts. They find the love that that they wanted from early on. Then by the time they become adults, they already got their mate already, and they're already starting planning families, think about getting married, and all of that. Where the other persons think about a career, they're not worried about getting married and having a family because they think it's too early. But
Right. Exactly.
it's not. Sometimes it don't be because it's too early. It's either is it your time? Because sometimes
Right.
it be your time to have your husband, and you missing out on your husband because you're focusing on, let me worry about getting a good job because I want to get next to that person that got that good job too. But hey, that good job businessman, he probably got a wife and kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And to add on to that, a lot of couples, beforehand, before modern dating, they used to either meet in high school, be high school sweethearts, or they used to meet in college, and then they would be together in college. So after college, they would get together, have a family, all that type of stuff. So nowadays, it's like people are not even trying to, women are not even trying to meet the men in college. They're trying to meet the men above, that's past that or whatever, have the careers already and whatnot.
Another thing, guys, too. Another thing that we missing the point in. Back in the days, the father used to hand the kids off. The father handed the
Mm.
kid off. The father took the woman. In fact, you had to ask the dad if you can marry his daughter.
Yep.
So the dad also had masculine energy in the vetting of the daughter's man. So now you got the daughter for what she feel. Women they're always acting off how they feel. Oh, but daddy, I like him. I feel. But the dad was there to be like, all right, fuck how you feel. This is what it is. Da 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 da. Boom. So now, when the dads is no longer in the picture, however they by hook or by crook, you remove the dad. Now you just have a bunch of I feel going
Right.
on in the crib. You know what I mean? So that's it right there too. And you also have that silent competition amongst women. You know what I mean? And this is why I don't understand what the sisterhood is. They cap and eat crab legs all day, knowing damn well they don't like their competition. You don't like your competition, so why for? I think they lie to each other to throw each other off. They lie to each other and eat crab legs to each other, and because they do it so well, and they know the only way to a real win is through the truth. So by lying to each other, they throwing each other off. It's like a silent chick fight move that they don't even understand that they doing to each other. You
Yes.
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then when the man step in to bring some truth, they just kill him and like,
Right.
nah, let us play our lie game. Cause you know what I mean? I need the dopamine. So mind your business. You don't know what a woman needs.
Right.
Forgetting that we know because we are your mate. You gotta like us. We are your frame. You just a rib. You know what I mean? If you want to feel complete, you gotta match that little rib of yours to
Hmm.
a frame. So that whole aspect get lost. But great. We gonna get it tonight, y'all. We gonna cook tonight. We gonna
Right,
cook tonight.
that's right. And cuz
We
I want
don't.
to also add to what you said too as well, that it's true that women can kind of contradict or like step on each other's toes, perhaps by also influencing you to not date that man, or a certain
Mm.
situation. It's like, oh, you can move on or whatever. You got your whole life ahead of you, or there's other men out there. Don't settle. Is like so many ways to just discourage you from getting something, especially someone that's good. If you have someone that's good and has potential, you shouldn't let no one get in the way of that. And sometimes it could be who you think is your friend, your associate, your classmate, whoever will say differ, or just say the differ and say no, party, this and that. You got time, don't worry about him. But it's like, okay, everybody's situation is different. No one's situation is the same. So can no one tell you
Bingo.
how to be with your partner, your mate?
And cuzzo, that go back to the overall jukes. That go back to Lilith sneaking her ass over to that garden, handing over that apple to Eve, trying to change Eve into a dummy.
Damn.
That's what it is. That's all peer pressure is.
Yeah.
Women nowadays, you have your Liliths, which is the majority, and they pitching that feminist ideology, forbidden fruit. You know what I mean? Remember, over here, guys, we don't harp on stupidity. Whatever fruit you want it to be, you want it to be a potato chip. That's what it was. All right, but she passed off something she wasn't supposed to eat. We
Right.
know that. All right, guys. So let's not play. Let's not complicate common sense. But that's what is going on in reality, in the real world. You know what I mean? So let's get back to this article, man.
Let's keep reading. When searching for Mr. Right, many women who are college educated with a degree tend to seek and find it important to be with partners that have similar educational credentials. The problem then comes to be that because the ratio of educated men to women in life is not equal, not everyone will be able to find a partner, meaning there are just not enough educated men for women to go around. In the US, for example, for every 3 men, there are 4 women, which can cause a significant problem when it comes to the dating market. There are going to be well educated women who can't find a partner with similar qualifications because they simply do not exist. It's like a supply and demand model. For the purpose of our discussion, let's assume the product in question is a partner with the assumption that the partners being targeted are college educated men by college educated women. If the dating market is filled with educated women who do not prefer dating non educated college, then a large number of individuals, college educated women, will have a partner, non college educated men. Essentially, because everyone, college educated women, can easily find a partner. Demand, in this case, will be low because supply will be high. Hmm, everyone will have someone. Ah, okay, I see what you're saying. If pretty much you're saying if women dumb down their standards, not necessarily dumb down, but if women stop having such high standards and accept the guy who is a protector and provider, it doesn't matter his education level, then, these women, especially the ones who are college educated, they will have somebody. But let's continue.
That's an absolute fact, guys. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta understand. Ain't the man ain't tell y'all women to go buying into government zaddy's flex culture and his consumerism debt plan, cause that's all it is. It's a consumerism debt bid. You know what I mean? Debt sentence. Not death sentence, debt sentence. And that's what it got. It got women becoming slaves to a lifestyle, chasing a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And then you add it to it, which is social media. So now women that could only had to worry about the female on their block and around the corner, now they get to look and compete with women way across West Africa. And not only are they competing with real women, they're competing with whatever government Satan Zaddy want them to think is hot. Because
Right.
best believe through the mainstream media and through the social media, post is rigged. They got agendas all over social media where they push it out. I tell y'all what they do. They get up at 4:30 in the morning with all of they bum ass posts and they push it out there and people see it. All it takes is 10 people to see the dumb shit and share it, and now it's viral, and everybody like, oh, that's the truth. That's the truth. That's law. That's Bible. That's facts. Now they, it's in their face. Now everything grew on them. So now they run around, they learn a new word, learn a new sentence, learn a new quote, halfway, and they don't care because they only saw it, they didn't experience it. Now they done took that in as a fact, as a belief, as a truth. They done took that shit in straight to their subconscious mind, which is their Holy Spirit. So now they run around here operating and believing dumb shit, playing, tying in to this man's game, his dangerous game of consumerism, where you buy something, you feel you need to buy something, you buy that, and now automatically you feel you need to buy something else.
Yeah, Cuzzo, that is correct. The
It's a
competition.
fact.
Yeah, because there's a
It's a
lot of competition. It
It's a
is.
fact. It's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
We know what it is. And then it's sad because we got so many sisters that da 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 da. all our brothers, all we trying to do on these panels is warn our sisters, like, yo, sisters, the attack is on y'all. Y'all
Exactly.
constantly blaming us. Y'all putting us down. Y'all trying to make us feel like crap. Y'all not even looking over at your shoulder like you have sons coming up who is in the same system, because it's a
Mm-hmm.
system, Jay. It's a system. The system weakened man. The system fooled the woman. Now I mean, man ain't fooling women, and the woman ain't weakened man. The system is what got us against each other,
Yeah.
and that's what we gonna have to look. That's what we're gonna have to identify with and know in order to defeat the system.
Yeah, and the systems also, I feel like, is designed also to distance also men and women in a way. And the reason why I'm saying that, and I'm gonna explain that, is because I'm not trying to like say that no one can date who they want to date or what their preference is, but now you're seeing a lot of same sex relationships, and
Mm-hmm.
we are bringing up same sex because you will see a lot of women hooking up with women. I have to be straight up on that because it's not enough men that's available out here for women to date, or they feel like it's hard to get a man. So sometimes some may be like, okay, I can get a female too. Then I mean, if I can't find a man, at least I have a companion. And I feel like that also influences the younger generation, or even more people just having like more than one relationship, where you have just polyamorous relationships,
Mm-hmm.
because that seems to be the thing to do, where you have a man, a female. That's just what's going on right now.
You got to remember, everything that's going on right now is a total and direct slap and the opposite of what God want us to do. God
Right.
want us to love one another. God want us to be cool with one another. He want us to treat each other like we treat ourselves. That's the goal. That was the plan right there. That's how the village is gonna build. That's how the village was built, and that's how the village survived. You know what I mean? It was never his plan for us to take on this social media dopamine high that got us feeling like we don't need nobody. Cause it do
Mm-hmm.
the same thing to men and women.
Right.
Social media have dudes really believing they avatar. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's a million dudes out here thinking that they are their avatar. You know what I mean? When
That,
in actuality, they not their avatar. Because in real life, when they log off, they are disconnected from who they really are,
Right.
which forms a delusion. That's that same delusion that the women are in. The women are in a delusion right now. The women
they
are in
are
a
to be
mind
the alter
control
ego.
matrix. The women
Right.
are in a mind control matrix.
Yeah, and they're looking at that they have to be this other person. They have to be this made up individual, this person that's not even who they genuinely are, by basically changing their looks, their image, the way they speak, the way
Changed their
they
whole
do things.
biological makeup. These
Yep.
women have changed their whole by everything God gave women. Like, here, beautiful woman, submissive woman, this is for you. This is
Right.
what makes you unique. These women went and changed that, being thirsty, trying to get our God given talents and stuff. Like, He gave us two different things that makes us even, not equal, but we're
Mm-hmm.
even. You know what I mean? But y'all women, majority of women wasn't cool with what they got, and
Yeah.
you know that go back with their punishment because nobody wants to be ruled by man. And then we got to understand, right, guys, fellas, this is big game, fellas, big game. You got to understand why our sisters hate submission so much. You got to really think about it, guys. These women were damaged by the slave masters, guys.
Yep.
These women they spent years being submissive to dudes that bullied them into submission. So where submissive is an act that you're supposed to put yourself under, these women were forced in submission. Now,
Mm-hmm.
that don't give them a right to take it out on black men who was getting their ass whipped at the same time as you being forced to submit. You wasn't submitting to us. So your submitting didn't fall on deaf ears to black men.
Exactly.
We never had a chance to really endure your motherfucking real submissiveness
Mm-hmm.
because of the trauma. Salute to my guy XL Pro, because of the trauma on that. And now, what makes it even more sad is because we got women that were born in 2010, 2000. 2000, 1980, talking like if they did anything or had to endure any submissive to a white man, black man, any man for that matter.
Right.
So now they're Captain Crab Legs.
Yep.
They're Captain Crab Legs, but they get that image in their mind because now they can see the movies. So they see what our grandparents had to do. They hear the stories, but why put the black face to that story? Y'all know who the fuck was doing what they was doing to y'all. You know what I mean? So
But I
it's just
also
crazy.
think, but I also think the system has designed it too to separate families as well. Because, for instance, if you have the system where you have a single parent home, for example, you can't get the government support in a two-family home. So what I realize is that when you have single mothers, you gain more support for, like, of course the government system will support single moms. If you don't have the father in the home and you prove that it's a one parent home, that's how they'll support you with, of course, public assistance. You get to go to the file child support when the father's not in the home. So things like that is designed to separate families. It's like you can't have families together. And also another thing too is that it's also a way, and since you said women are becoming independent and not needing a man, I think it also controls the population growth as
Definitely.
well, because you don't have to worry about producing more
Yep.
children. Where you have now,
Exactly.
you have more people breeding, or not I shouldn't even say breeding, I'm sorry, but just, procreating. There we go,
Right.
procreating and having more children. So now you have, more population growth, and
Right,
that also is what they're trying to control, is to minimize that.
right, cuz spoken like a true scholar. Spoken like a true scholar. Let's get to this. Let's get through this right here, cuz we really ain't have to break this down much. My boy Killer killed this right here, man.
On the other hand, if educated women only prefer college educated men, only some individuals will be able to find partners because the supply of those type of men are extremely low. Demand in this case would be high, but supply would be low. Moreover, other factors that reduce the pool for educated women is that some men in general are less likely to primarily look for partners in their educated levels. Exactly. Men don't care about your educational status, but women discount men who are not college educated. Remember, women operate on high.
Guys, make sure you get that clear. The guys that really the alpha males don't care about a woman's education because what we need our women for don't require a rocket science, don't require no diploma because we know that we need our woman to use her God-given ability, right?
Exactly.
And her God-given ability is to nurture and take care of the children and hold down the house, decorate the house, have the house clean, have the house ready for me to come in and provide safety. You know what I mean? So you don't need a college degree for that. In fact, you don't even need to go to school for that.
For real.
Women are given, those are natural. Women can do those tasks and they sleep. Sleep. Not, we ain't fucking with no female in that house.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck how alpha you is, how I don't give a fuck how beta you is, how hell of a son you is, how much your mother taught you. You ain't fucking with no traditional conservative female when it come to that house. Nor those kids, yo. It's just not happening.
Pergamy. So you have to be on their level or above. So men nowadays are not going to college. Women feel like men who are not in college are not on their level.
Man, you're not on your level.
And that's a reason why these women get looked over more so than men. Men, we don't need to look at a woman's education to know whether
Nope.
we want her. We
Not at
just
all.
take her. We don't care if she worked at McDonald's. Hell, there's some dude that'll take a homeless chick, change her whole life. But women don't do that with.
And here go their argument. Let me give you their rebuttal. Oh, men don't want girls. Men don't want girls that know what the fuck they be saying. Men don't want intimidate men. Men are intimidated by educated
Oh
women.
yeah.
That's what men are intimidated by educated women. What in the duck? So you think our female just dumb? So the woman that we do like is just a dummy. She just a duck. No, nope. Let me slow your roll. Let me slow your roll. Nope, nope, nope. She not a duck. You know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't say she is. I wouldn't say she is because she may not have went to college if she didn't, but doesn't mean that she doesn't have street smarts. Doesn't mean that
Exactly.
she doesn't have smarts in regards to like how to survive. There's
Hmm.
different ways that a person is knowledgeable.
That's a fact. Emotional intelligent, because they are the most emotional intelligent women on the planet.
Yep.
They know that men have feelings.
Yep.
They know that they have stronger feelings. They know that if they remain submissive, that's kryptonite to a real dude.
Yep.
That's kryptonite to
Exactly.
a real dude. A real dude can't. You just feel wrong. You feel you. That you want to feel bad. You want to know that you want to know how real God is, and if you are a non-believer and you want to know how true. Play one of his real sisters. Play one of his God-fearing women. Play one of his women,
Hmm.
and you'll see. You will see. It's a lot of us in child support purgatory right now that played one of his females. You know what I mean? It's really real out here, guys. It was good for the goose. It's good for the gander. If we are God peoples, man. We are God peoples, and you can't play each other and not expect to get something done to you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? That go both ways now.
So man, let's continue. For them, this attribute is not a factor. This may be due to traditional ideas about gender roles. No, it has to do with nature. We don't care about a woman being better than us. That's not a factor in us dating. Meaning that education levels for few men does not matter when it comes to meeting their perfect match. This then further indicate that highly educated men may date women with less academic experience, causing a further reduction. Yep, educated men for women who are college educated to seek companionship. What is then the solution to this? So it's actually a pretty good article, not too bad. It did kind of break down one reason why uh, a lot of women are college educated women are not are single because they have high standards. That's for one. They have high standards. They want a man that's on their level or above. And honestly, a lot of men are decided to opt out of college because it's a debt. Unless a man's really trying to go to college for a high paying corporate job, men don't really need college. We can go to trade school or something.
And we can't afford college. Let's keep it real,
Yeah.
yo.
Hmm.
Everything come off our W-2. They give us no breaks. They cut us no slacks, bro. They cut us no slacks in this world, bro. As a man. You gonna need that extra 30, 40,000 for some dumb. Trust me, you gonna need it
Yep.
for some stupid shit.
Exactly.
Especially if you're trying to unhook and trying not to be on nobody's company policies. You're
Yeah.
gonna need that to start your business.
We create our own business. We don't mind working,
That's a fact.
but women, again, they want a man on their level above. So they go to college to get their degrees. They try and get these jobs. They trying to make money, but they want that man to do better than them in that field, that same type of bracket. But they want that man to be more. So, so that's not a bad article. Not a bad article. It did kind of break it down a little bit. Also wanted to give my 2 cents as to why these college educated women might be getting looked over as well. A lot of those women, the standards are too high, yes, but a lot of them just have an attitude problem. They feel like because they did the work for this degree, that you have to automatically respect them. And honestly, no, you do not. Okay, great, you got your degree. That's great. However, everybody gets their degrees nowadays. You're not special because you got your degree. You did a good job, great, but you're not special. And the problem is, women feel like they're special when they get these degrees, and they feel like everybody in the world needs to respect them, no matter what. So when the world and life start hitting them in the face and say you don't just gain respect, you have to earn respect, they have an attitude problem. They can cause a lot of issues, not just at the workplace, because they can start issues in the workplace because they have to, again, in the workplace they have to have a masculine role, or at least a masculine filter, in order to operate in the workplace. But a lot of women, especially the more college educated women, they like to take that and bring it home, like how they did it with homework. They went to class, they learned in class, and they took that homework and did it at home. They did the same thing. They take their corporate stress, their corporate filter, and they bring it home. And it becomes unbearable to the husband because the husband is in that same, as if she ends up, if she's able to get a college educated man, he's not gonna be with a feminine woman. She's gonna be uncooperative. She's gonna be combative. She's not gonna do her womanly role, which is to be a helpmate. And you're just gonna be looking stuck. And then 5 to 10 years, it always ends in divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why these college educated women are being looked over. That's why they don't make good partners. And that's why they are single. And it's unfortunate because a lot of them do be looking good. However, since they're so since they have such an ego trip about their degrees, they miss out. And a lot of fantastic men that can and will provide and protect. Women are not being realistic, especially these college educated women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they end up having to do what Kevin Simon says: buy a dog and dine alone. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know next time I drop. As well as, if you want to help grow this page monetarily, you can donate to the Cash App and PayPal. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know. I'll talk with y'all soon. You guys be safe. Peace.
Again, yo, Killer, that was an excellent spill right there. Excellent commentary right there.
I appreciate that,
breakdown, bro. So we're going to jump right on into the video because this is the proof, guys. This is the proof that all that cat we did was not crab leg cat. It was cat, but it wasn't crab leg. There was no crab leg in that. So let's get it, man. Let's get straight on into it, man. It was cat, but it wasn't. Right. My girl. My girl. My girl. Silly Billy.
Yeah, I can't wait to break this one down.
And I'm super excited to announce that my latest course for the SEMrush Academy.
Fair use, y'all. Fair use, y'all. Fair use. She might try to get me. She might try to come at me on that. Fair use, fair use.
I'm so tired of this country ass place. There's this gigantic bug that is on my window still. I went outside on my balcony. I thought, wow, it's a nice day to enjoy, the sweet, sticky scent of my mysterious location somewhere in Texas. But no. You see, I thought I was yeehaw, but I'm just hee-haw. I'm just pretend country. I can't live this life.
All right, guys, there you go. That's my first thing I wanted to point out. They always thinking, they always thought, they always feeling. You know what I mean? Stop lying. Stop eating crab legs too. You was watching social media and you seen where the trend was. The trend was in Atlanta, then it was in Texas. So you seen everybody styling out in Texas. So you was like, hey, I want to go there. There's nice cribs over there. If I live over there, that means something. You know what I mean? That's how that went. That's how that went. But she got a nice house, nice crib, guys. So you know she got money. She got education. She got an
Yeah.
Or maybe I can.
She does.
I can.
I really think that really it's more about cousin. Yeah, cousin.
Yeah. You there?
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear me, cousin?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Also, I want to comment on that too about her status. Pretty much to me, it's really good for status, like in terms of like if you want to have like a better way of life, if you want to have like a good paying job, that's understandable. That's what it's good for. It's for that. But as far as like having like a family or being the woman that you're supposed to be, that's two separate things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what it is that if you don't learn how to separate the two and you apply everything all together, then it's going to be a conflict because you can't be a boss at your job and be a boss at home. You got to kind of turn it off and on. You can be a boss at your job because that's what you work hard. You went to school for that, fine. But at home, as you guys mentioned, you got to be the submissive person at home where you think about taking care of your man, your husband, and your kids, not trying to run the whole household like you at work 24/7. Because that's not how it goes.
Exactly.
Actually live out here in the country. But this was the realization that I came to this morning. I should get microlinks. Not that. That too. I realized that maybe, just maybe, I should put myself out there again and be nice to former Mr. Kelly Stamps. Because truly, I can't fend for myself out here in the woods. I can't. I'm not even in the woods. I just have like some.
Now that was important, guys. You see that wasn't Captain Crab Leg right there, guys. That wasn't Captain Crab Leg right there, guys.
Nope.
That was all truth.
Yep.
That was all truth. And let me show you something, guys. Y'all know how we got our good old graph right here, right? We got our good old graph. And I tell you about putting one size shoe fit on all these women. All right. Now a lot of you guys that's good breads, y'all gonna be able to. This is the woman that you gotta watch out for, because we already know over here we do not mess with the street fighting aggressive women. We don't mess with the sex selling junkies, and Big Brenda is off the radar. And the mismanagements, we stay away from them. That's child support ready. So we're gonna end up fondling and mingling with these women in this yellow section. You know what I mean? And this happens to be what we're talking about today, guys. So keep in mind, not all women are aggressive. Not all women, you know what I mean? These are the women that play the mental slavery game. These are the women that's not more so physical. You ain't got to worry about getting in physical abuse or physical altercations with them. These are the mental juggernauts. Remember, our creator warned us of an adulterous chick and a wayward worded chick. These are the wayward worded ones, where they'll try to slick you, they'll try to outsmart you and outwise you because they got government zaddy playbook. They got his education. But his playbook ain't never beat the Bible. Ever. Ever. And that's the alpha male playbook. The alpha male playbook is that thing, that Bible.
That's true. Yeah.
And one thing I find that's crazy. One thing I find about these college educated women is sometimes they can be kind of awkward. Like this chick right here, like she kind of awkward, man. Like she look good and everything like that, but I don't know if I could deal with her in the room for like 5 minutes. Like,
hey, Killer, yo, you make a good point, because remember what I just said, yo. I just said it. I said, yo, these women are not gonna. They don't gotta even worry about the Dusties. The Dusties will look over these type of women. These are the women that intimidate the Pookies.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Or the hood dudes. You know what I mean? Because they look over them. Because these are the women that honestly, if you are a masculine man, you could get there and slap the apple out of her hand and run the show.
Right.
If you are an alpha male, you can run the show, because these are the girls that you tend to look for. You tend to look for, even though she haven't had a man, she's maintaining her figure. You know what I mean? And like they all look weird. Look, they look nerdy.
Yeah,
And those are the girls that get looked over. They you know what I noticed? They all got that olive oil vibe with them. The olive
Right.
oil, or the Adrian from Rocky vibe. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Those are the women. Those are your conservative type women, and they got that old school with them. They ain't got all the dumb shit on, the bells and whistles. You know what I mean? Like those be the women that really, really you could work with, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Woods energy going to my right over here, but I can't do this alone. I can't. You know how hard it. Ladies, I'm so sorry. I've been repping for the Stampede School of Independence for so long. I'm good at it, but I'm tired. But
Yo, peep game. She said I'm good at it. So this is an act. It's all a knack. These women know what they're doing by taking this independent junkie apple and running with it to the top, reach it, playing victim to get ahead. So they all know it. Like this look, that's why I love these ones right here, where they admit it. Let's play that back just in case we need people to clip it. Let's in case somebody want to clip it. Make it viral.
this was the realization that I came to this morning. I should get microlinks. Not that. That too. I realized that maybe, just maybe, I should put myself out there again and be nice to former Mr. Kelly Stamps, because truly, I can't fend for myself out here in the woods. I'm not even in the woods. I just have like some woods energy going to my right over here, but I can't do this alone. I can't. You know how hard it. Ladies, I'm so sorry. I've been repping for the Stampede School of Independence for so long. I'm good at it, but I'm tired. But let me tell you, when I saw that bug outside and I looked at this giant home that I'm in, I was like, it's time. Let me throw in the towel. Let me admit, I need Mr. Kelly Stamp. I have come to the conclusion that I actually think I can use a romantic counter.
Some D. She come to the realization that she can use some D. And they all get
Always
like
do.
that. Right. Because at some point, this foolish game that they playing with themselves gotta come to an end. Gotta come to a stop.
And another thing too is that it all has to do with human nature as well, because women, they can't handle the stress that a man can handle. So all this, like all that having to work all these hours and having to, probably have to manage all that stress, everybody's problems coming on to her and everything at work. She can't deal with that, and that's another reason why I said in my video why it could always end in divorce in 5 to 10 years, because these women, they're so focused on work and not trying to break away from their womanly role of being a helpmate, that it gets to a point where they get tired, like fuck, I'm tired of me having to, like, that's the same case, the dude like ends up losing his job or something, he has to be a stay-at-home dad. She gets tired because eventually she's gonna get tired of being the breadwinner, because she's going to be tired of having to do all the work. She's gonna be tired of the guy, she's thinking the guy's sitting at home, even though he might be one doing the cooking, the cleaning, taking care of the kids or whatever. She's gonna be thinking this guy's lazy or whatever. Because a lot of these college-educated women think that being a housewife is like slavery or whatever they like to believe. But
yeah, and this is my thing with them. This is my thing with these type of women, these type of feminist-minded women, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the matriarch. If we switched over to the matriarch, all right, let's say we be like, you know what? Y'all way like always. Let's switch over to the matriarch. What is a real nigga role in the matriarch? What is my role as a man in the matriarch? Because I'm not fitting to stay at home. Me as a real nigga, go get it. I'm not staying at home. And okay, if you say, oh, you don't got to stay at home. Who the fuck is watching the kids? Is this the mindset that got our kids raising themselves right now?
Right.
Because dads ain't in the crib?
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't tell you that part. They don't talk about that part. Is this why our little kids are shooting each other up in the middle of the street? Because nobody's watching them. Nobody's talking to them. Nobody is loving them. Nobody is there for them because they don't got the father or the mother. Is that what it is? because everybody got to get to this bag. Everybody got to turn themselves into a hell of a nigga. That shit crazy, but it's things to make you go, It's things that make you go,
Exactly.
It's true. It's so true. Exactly.
Counterpart. Because I truly can't do it all myself. I'm being completely honest with you. Like, can I be vulnerable for a second? I love you. I think I'm really good at doing everything on my own, but I'm not supposed to. I gotta be honest with you.
Correct, you big dummy. Correct, you big dummy, you. You fucking dummy, you. How long did it take you to realize that, sis? I'm grateful that you realized that, and you still got some of the looks. You still got some of the vibrant looks. Cause had you waited 2 more years, sis, you would have been cooked. Whatever you cooking on that stove, you'd have jump your ass in that pot with it.
That is true. She still have a chance. She does. She's still young. She can still find her mate. She just have to,
The window is closing fast though, because the longer you stay stupid, the harder it is going to be to unhook and start believing truth. The longer they stay in that delusional bubble of thinking what they've been told is absolutely 100 and it ain't, the longer and the harder it is going to be for them to accept the truth, to change it, to even fix the problem. So, and that's what's going on with the majority of these women today. They in that, and then you got to understand too, this is another thing. Men, we're in the delusion when we young. Women ain't in that delusion when they young. Women is about the business. See, when we get old, we start to wise up. We start to smarten up. Women, women get even in a more delusion because now, like I said, men are wine, women are milk. So ain't no way to lie. Milk is going to spoil you. Milk is going to spoil you. That's God. That was God's expiration on y'all hot, fast asses. You know what I mean? So even God put an expiration on a bad chick. You know what I mean? Because at some point, she ain't bad no more.
Right. Yeah,
because
it's true.
And it's just how biology is. It's just how biology works. So, you know what I mean?
And that's why it made sense back in the days, or at least, in olden days, when our grandparents, they learned to get their husbands young at an early age while they were able to, because then they can have children and have families and have possibly large families, even though large families was the thing back in the days where you can have 10 kids, 13 kids, whatever. He was able to do it because that's just how it was during those times where you can have large families. But now today's society is so expensive with the cost of living that you can't even afford to have large families nowadays. You gotta be lucky if you have like maybe 1-2 kids, or even 5 at least. I mean 5 the most, if anything. So be able to afford to take care and feed your family.
Right.
So society doesn't make it easy, where you have to pretty much focus on, okay, we both got to have a job. Now we got to get the bag because we got to survive, because everything is going up with the cost of living.
Cuzzo, not to cut you off, yo, you touched on something, and I don't want to lose the point, but I want to monkey wrench off what you just said. That right there is the biggest, right there. That was the biggest point and it ain't take me long to see that. It ain't take me long to see that. What you just said about how government saying Zaddy told women to get rid of the man, then spent the block and told them it take 2 incomes to live here. Because we all know New York City, I'm speaking from New York City right now, stand up. You need 2 incomes to take it to the top and here. You need 2 incomes to escape poverty.
Right.
How about that? You ain't even escaping poverty on 1 income out this motherfucker.
It's so true. It's so true. But I think also it's unfortunate because, at least in my case, I'm not ashamed to say that I can't do it by myself. But it's like, I just feel like when anyone else says, oh, I don't want to do it alone, or I need to have someone, I want a partner, they consider it as somewhat desperate, or as though you can't handle doing things on your own because you got to be strong and independent. But to me, you don't have to always be that strong, independent person.
So you just mentioned it earlier though, Cuzzo. That's the Lilith gas. That's the modern woman trying to fuck you over right there with that dumb shit. That's the Lilith gas. That's them trying to hand you that apple because majority of women is buying in to the stupidity. The majority of women is hooked to government state anxiety delusion. And it started from young. Think about it, cuzzo. Think about it. Now keep it real with me. And even as dudes, yo, keep it real. We were raised to believe that the little feminine, emasculated man got all the bitches. Michael Jackson, MC Hammer, Tupac, we all the little cutesy little Prince, all of them niggas they dangled in front of us and had us worshiping like, oh, I want to be like him. All of them was emasculated, feminine men. Men that they trying to turn us into this very same day today. And those are the same men you grew up, they sung their heart out to you.
Yes.
They didn't sing to us. We just wanted to be like them because of the results they was getting.
Right.
But they sung their heart outs to you women. So women are our black women are socially programmed to love simps. Point blank period. Dudes that look like girls and sing to them. Sing their heart out to them.
Okay.
And this is why this is why they're addicted. This is why our sisters are all addicted to the bad boy who we label Pookie, but it is deeper than that, you know what I mean? But that's why they're all labeled to the toxic nigga. Stop me when I start eating crab legs, y'all. Salute to the chat.
Okay. Yeah, there's some truth to that. That was the way for women to look at the pretty Rickies, the light-skinned boys with the nice hair, baby. But now, it's changing a little bit because, you've seen the Chocolate Brothers, some of them, the Morris Chestnuts is getting, the attention that the Idris Elbas.
Yeah, even Denzel, Bill Cosby, Will Smith, all them guys was real suspects. But
now, I would say after what's been going on, with that Will Smith slap, yeah.
Word, yeah. But this is a good one, man. Good one.
I am painfully. I have not even been high-fived by a male specimen in a very long time. I'm acting like, my friend has this cat, and I guess they do this thing when they're going through something. It was like rubbing against the rug. I said, that's me. And
she in heat, y'all. She in heat. You see how they cap outside. And this be the one at the front of the line talking about women's rights.
Exactly.
And then go inside and look how she feeling. She up there rubbing up on her door. She letting the door close on her butt a little extra now. You know what I mean?
And it's funny too because just like how you said, like she be the first one, be the feminists out there. These are the same women that told men, "Oh, I don't want y'all to approach me like this. I don't want y'all to come like this." Because before, men would have approached her. Even nowadays, men would probably still approach her. But now women is like, oh, they want to shame. I remember the Kevin Samuels used to have this thing called what's called nuclear shaming, where they used to they would take the dude's DM and post it online or something, or they would. I remember back in the day when we were young, before social media, we used to walk up to a chick. She would literally call you, if you was ugly, she would literally call you ugly in front of everybody, or like make fun of you or whatnot. And then when we got older, and like in the 2000s, women was like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired of guys trying to approach us and all this type of stuff." All right, cool. Men now back off. You see the result now. She's talking about she don't even get high fives anymore. Because men don't want to deal with that shaming language and that shaming tactics for women anymore.
Let me tell you what she did. It go back to what we said in the beginning. What she did was she maxed out on her education, moved herself from her options, moved far away from her matchable options. Now she's in a neighborhood where those guys look at her like she's the bottom of the totem pole because they have more options in that neighborhood. So now she's left to either revert backwards and go deal with a booger, or just sit there and become a rich nigga side chick, like majority of career women. And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold says so. As of that, they become side chicks to rich niggas because ain't nobody gonna deal with them. And a
Exactly.
rich nigga will dust him off like she did not lose her look. So a rich nigga will dust him off, but he gonna have another high value woman. He already gonna have his woman. He gonna have his woman. You know what I mean? So all she can be is a side chick to a nigga that's married in that neighborhood. You know what I mean? And that's how that game go, guys. And that's how the statistics show it, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, or even end up by herself too as she gets older, because then, like you really mentioned as well, because of that, she won't be the same or have the value that she had when she was younger. That it starts to expire because now not many guys are checking for it. And
and then again, my guy Keon said something very important. I do see her on her Candace Owens joint. But again, she's gonna get a low value white guy. She's gonna get a quote unquote trailer park white guy, or she's gonna be a side chick to a rich white guy. Or she'll marry a beta male white guy that's gonna annoy her because she's in this video calling out for masculinity. So she don't want to babysit. She want to be handled by a man. She don't want to be dealing with no dude that she got a baby around or tell him kiss me or nah.
Yep, she doesn't. Yep, she's not that type.
You can talk.
Said someone ran over my foot in Tom Thumb yesterday, and I was like, do it again. That felt good. This is what happens when you're single for 2
Like she got the little crazy in there. Yo, them little weird ones be having crazy in them, and they be freaks. Them little weird ones, them little conservative looking ones. Yeah, you gotta watch them little olive oils and Adrians, yo. I tell you, mentally, they could bust it open better than them damaged chicks with the daddy issues. They, for some reason, they can't get past the nigga that touched them the wrong way. So it don't get bust open the way y'all think it get bust open. They talk a good game, but it be the ones that mentally got their mind right, guys.
too long, and when you're too independent, and when you're too, Mrs. Do It All. I have YouTube open over here. So I'm like you. You're watching me, and I'm watching another platform here. I'm watching YouTube because Maddie Bragg.
And again, guys, another thing with these educated Isabels, these independent Isabels, they spend a lot of time in them books. They spend a lot of time studying government Satan Zaddy playbook. So they never really get a chance to learn who they are. They never really get a chance to learn their true character. You know what I mean? They don't get a chance to learn their true character, to learn like what they really like, not what social media want them to like. You know what I mean? They never learn what they really like. They never learn who they are. So they don't have character. They don't build character. You know what I mean? And then when they look as good as she look, you know what I mean? You don't need to. Why the fuck you need to? You gonna always have a simp jumping out the window throwing herself at you. So you don't ever build character. This is why these girls be corny. They don't be funny. They just don't have swag. You know what I mean? And that's what that be.
You know Maddie Bragg, right? She was the original YouTuber. She was up there with like Amanda Steele. She's the reason why we all wanted to start channels back then. She took time off from YouTube, and now she's like revamped her entire channel. It's all on health. This is not a Maddie Bragg sponsorship. I'm just saying I enjoy consuming YouTube now for food videos, and I get it. It's fun. So I thought, why not give...
This is what they do now, guys. They sit at home and they surf the net. They surf the internet. So y'all out there feeling like y'all not gaining no experience. All y'all doing is taking these videos. They doing the same thing, guys. They watching these videos. Ain't nobody going outside. Ain't nobody interacting. Ain't nobody taking in real information. Everybody just applied their ideologies with a matching ideology, and now we go along, get along, we in a group. You know what I mean? And that's what is going on right now, guys. Ain't nobody's thinking for themselves. Ain't nobody moving for themselves. Ain't nobody shaking for themselves. Everybody is letting the gatekeeper of a group that they done associated themselves with because they match beliefs and ideologies and truths. And that's what's going on right now.
Give you some food content today. Don't expect any learning to be done. This is just me getting over my fear of flame. It's my friend. Fire is my friend. I like gas stoves. I am one with you. I'm going to go to this recipe over here. This is a Maddie Bragg quote, "My life-changing chicken soup recipe." Let's see.
Hey guys, if you are in the market for a beautiful handmade...
Oh! Ooh, I don't have a cutting board.
Now, something about them glasses, man. She should have started the video out like that. Now you know she just picky, bro. She just picky, or she just don't have the social skills needed. Cause with her look, she should be able to attract somebody, bro. So it go back to what I just told you about them social skills that they ain't get taught. They don't teach them that. And then remember, if she was born into money, she just threw money at her problems. So you never really got to learn anything when you got bread. You know what I mean? You just throw your money at it. And this is sad, yo. They spend all that money getting that diploma, and they don't learn how to cook. They don't learn nothing that God teach them. They don't learn nothing. They don't learn none of their God-given tasks for all that amount of money that they spend. None of their God-given tasks do they get taught in there. And we all know school only teach you how to obey. School teach you how to obey them. For when you get out of their school, you'll be paying them back, and you'll be an honest paying citizen. That's what school teach you. School teach you how to become an honest paying student, an honest paying citizen that know and is hardwired to make another person rich. The person that promised you that fantasy. Look how that worked. Give it right back. Give it right back. Look at this goofball,
if you don't got it, you
yo.
don't got it. Right? So rather than put your fucking self-esteem through that beating if it can't handle. If he was in a social environment.
Look, guys, she watched who's that? Ain't that ain't that what's these dudes? These clown niggas right here. They try to take a stab at my guy Ace Spade, yo. That ain't work. Dumb. But yeah, she watched them. They had to be for Fresh and Fit. What's the Albert and Preach. That's who they is. Albert and Preach. Yeah. See, she watching them like, yo.
Okay.
Right? Where you're naturally talking to the opposite sex, you're meeting people on a regular basis. You would meet women. You would have more chances to showcase something out of his face. So if you're not having success, that's because your skill sets don't translate to that platform. So I tell this a lot of dudes, like, get off of that.
I am someone who doesn't have a good time on dating apps because my sarcasm does not translate well at all. People.
Again, guys, she's not social. She have no social skills. You know what I mean? They don't teach you that. You know what I mean? Your parents got to teach you that, how they interact with each other. That's where you get your social skills, and that's how you get your interaction skills. You know what I mean?
It's true. It's how you raised. It is because your grandparents, even your parents, they'll teach you that, when you get to a certain age, you learn how to take care of the household. You learn how to keep yourself up. You learn how to cater to your husband, and then you also learn how to take care of the children. And that's learning how to cook, clean.
It's a product. It's sad, and to keep it real. Let me came up for this show because this is real spill, just in case anybody want to take a clip of this. What's sad is that it's a lot of us, a lot of our parents, yo. Let's keep it real. And I did a live earlier this week. And guys, make sure y'all get to those educational videos that I be doing, guys. Make sure y'all come to the Sunday morning educational class, guys. I told y'all I can't get hooked to doing one. I can't niche down to doing one anything. I will not let any one of y'all control me like that, yo. So I'm gonna forever be doing a variation of content that is pointing out significant problems that we have in Black America. And it's diverse, it's many problems. It's not just one problem. It's not just dumb women. It's not just ghetto gagging women. So definitely tune in, guys, and reap the benefit of this channel. You know what I mean? I'm one of the only channels really giving it to y'all like that, bro, with no gray area. And on Sunday morning, we get our education on. So this past Sunday, guys, I did an educational video where I gave the single hell of a mothers, whether they like it or not, I gave them 10 life lessons that my hell of a mother didn't teach me. And yeah, my mom's is a good woman, great woman, old school. She don't have social media, none of that. But like I said, we give our parents credit for maintaining us as if they raised us. You know what I mean? Maintained us. They didn't raise us. You know what I mean? So I gave y'all 10 life lessons because I'm not going to be one of those content creators that get on here and call out, and he laugh at y'all. I'm going to call out, he laugh at y'all, and I'm going to also give y'all the ticket. I'm going to give y'all the right ticket that y'all need to, because y'all going to endure that laugh, because I'm going to laugh at y'all. But once y'all eat that laugh and y'all take that information, apply it to yourself, and come back, be sure to laugh at me. Like, black nigga, you was right. I'm laughing with you now. You know what I mean? But in any event, I gave y'all 10 life lessons. And one of the life lessons that I went over in that was how our parents, they never figured out the money problems to be able to even teach us the life problems. You know what I mean? Because if you don't figure out the money problems and you become a slave to poverty, which a lot of us is, because a lot of us is on that welfare system to the day we die. They rocking that shit till the wheels fall off. Now, it used to be a shame back in the days to be on that shit. I remember when all the girls in this one I knew it was gonna be a problem with this shit right here, right? This one I knew. And I knew girls lie and eat crab legs, right? It was junior high school, right? And I'm standing there and I'm on the lunch line and I got my lunch tickets because I know my mom's got food stamps and I'm proud of that shit. Fuck it, I ain't know no better. But I got like 3 chicks coming to sell me their lunch tickets talking about they don't know why they got these. Bitch, you know why you got those. You on welfare. Your mom's on welfare. Fuck you talking about you don't know why you got these. Do I want to buy your lunch tickets? I said, after I bought the lunch tickets, because I was a greedy nigga, yo. After I bought the lunch tickets, you know what I mean? I really thought about it like, yo, wow, yo, we in for some shit, yo. Because these women gonna lie and eat crab legs. They really care about the look instead of the truth. So that's when I knew. Like, in Black America, we have a money issue. This is why people hate money. This is why people jealous of people with money, because all of their problems stem from money problems. They ain't even get to the life problems yet, like trust, love, how you match in a relationship. You can't get to that if you still in survival mode. And a lot of these people raising these kids is 95% of people raising their kids in survival mode because they haven't figured out the money problems yet to even teach them the life problems. You know what I mean? This is why they focus more on their flaws, on them not failing instead of these kids winning. And that's all I gotta say about that. But y'all check out that Sunday video, yo. Sunday video, we ain't playing games on Sunday, yo. We ain't playing games on Sunday.
People think I'm so weird. I like to send out voice notes. I have Raya, and I used to use that quite often. And I have more personality than I can offer in like photogenics, if that makes sense. Like,
and peep game, just like in the article that we read that Killer read, yo, they run to these dating apps. Like, you're an educated woman. Why are you shopping at the bottom of the pit for your niggas? You don't gotta show no high school diploma or no degree to get on a dating app. So right there, you know what I mean? Right there, you playing with yourself. You playing yourself.
Photo.
And again, they revolt to the social media because that's the easiest and the punkest and the cheapest way to get attention, and that's the easiest way to communicate with somebody when you don't have skills to pay the bills, when you don't have social skills.
But and I mean, like, I'm cute.
See this? This is a Google Maps listing. And this isn't just
like, obviously we know that. Thank you. My pictures, I feel like, are good, but they don't compete with people who constantly are taking like really good pictures out with friends all the time. And
here we go, guys. I told you. I don't make this up. We don't make this up. And like I told you, Cuzzo, we don't want to call out, how y'all say, bash. We want to inform. We want to warn. We want to educate our sisters.
So A, I need to take more pictures. B, my personality is just so much better, I feel like, than what I can offer in images. There's no way to like translate that across. My Instagram is basically a Finsta. So like pictures I put there reflect my personality. And when I did use my weird Instagram pictures, like I like to do this thing where I put my phone camera on a tripod and I just jump up and down repeatedly until I get like a midair shot, because that makes me laugh. And I spend a lot of time doing that. Meme culture is what's going on through my mind all the time. And that's how I would convey myself on a dating app. But when I did that, people thought I was weird. They're like, what's wrong with you?
Do you know how much stress it is buying into this social media world? That is where they putting all the stress on themselves, y'all. That's where they put all of the stress on themselves. You know what I mean? God ain't designed y'all women to put on that many hats, yo. That's very stressful, yo. Very stressful what they do for attention.
It is. It really is stressful.
Mm-hmm. And you know it's bad because you could tell by her spirit and her nature. She got a stopping point. So she's gonna automatically lose every time. Because these modern women, the other women on that chart that I showed y'all, hold on. Let's go back to the chart real quick. These other women on this chart, that red section and that purple section, she ain't the purple section got her beat. Cause the purple section, if she was posting for likes, right, with a purple section, and they both started out with a regular pic, she'll get more likes than the purple section. But then when the purple section look over and see her pic, the purple section just gonna take something off. Then I can see this one trying to get cute and take something off. Won't be exactly as much that the purple section took off. But then this purple section would look and see her took something off. So then the purple section would just take off something even more crazy. And then that's when I can see independent Isabel stopping. You know what I mean? So why are you even on the social media playing their game? Why are you playing into their game? It's because they're all programmed. They're all programmed to worship government Satan Zaddy's fun toys. Everybody's doing it. Because everybody's doing it. Monkey see, monkey do. This is that herd mindset. Remember that video, guys, on Facebook. This is a Facebook video, guys. Follow me on Facebook if you want real life alpha male shit. Know what I mean? In real time. Know what I mean? You remember that video where I told y'all about the pack mentality and the herd mentality? Modern women have a herd mentality. What's a herd mentality, Mr. Goodbread? A herd mentality. You know how when you're watching the wild and you see all them water buffaloes trying to cross that canal where the alligators are sitting there waiting to pick them off, and the herds, they just all following each other. They following one after the other, looking stupid and dumb, right? That's a herd mindset. Just like when you see all them Bambis and the gazelles in the field, right? And then the one lion come through and you see all the gazelles start trampling over each other and they all running and they all following. That's a herd mindset. That's what these modern women are operating on. And they're all sheep to government zaddy, bro. You know what I mean? They don't have a pack mentality. Very few women have a pack mentality. What's a pack mentality, Mr. Goodbread? A pack mentality is a teammate, a helpmeet. You know how even if we don't like each other, we gonna work together to kill this motherfucking herd animal eat, and then we go our separate ways. You know what I mean? That's a pack mentality. We could strategize together. We could build something together. They ain't raised like that. Only 5% of women raised like that, bro. Because only about what? What's the stat? 73. So what? 17% of them got fathers in their life or a father figure. So the rest of them ain't raised off no fucking love. They raised off survival.
I have such good experience in real life encounters. Like I just serenade people because I have a personality, and they're like, wow, you have so many stories to tell. Like you can banter, but this is up way too hot. Online dating is just trash. We already know that. It's trash for most people. The issue also of online dating, like Abba and Preach said, is that it's based off of, superficiality. So there are many guys who I would never probably swipe right on the app, but in real life, I'm like, wow, you're so fun. And I don't like people for their face. I like people for their wallet, their personality. Just kidding.
Bro, she ain't lying right there. She about to lie and eat crab legs, but she ain't kidding. That's hypergamy, guys. It's
exactly what we were talking about before.
Yeah, she said everything you broke down, bro. She said everything you broke down, bro, about the dating pool sucks. Why is she even shopping in there?
Not really. What I want does exist. It just takes a lot of effort. And like he said, what I meant to say was you have to put yourself in situations where you'll meet people who have the same hobbies and the same interests. By the way, I'm sorry, Miss Maddie Bragg, if you're watching. I'm skipping celery. As I was saying, my hobbies include mostly...
Hold on. Before you give me your hobbies, salute to my guy, upper management. He in the building. Word, yo. My God. This motherfucker. What's up? Yeah.
Just going to the airport and collecting hours and never advancing to instrument rating because I'm scared of dying, in an airplane myself. Like
the first thing I do to get
when you're practicing stalls up there and when you put on, we have these goggles, which should I get them? I'll get them. Stay right there. Don't steal anything. Okay. Is this burning? Okay, so we have these goggles. This is what we wear when you start instrument training. I can't see you right now, so all you can see is right here. That's the point of instrument training. You're learning how to fly without visual reference. So no, but yes, this is good. I gotta keep going to the airport and hanging out around the airport. Lots of people here in my neighborhood are pilots for some reason. Oh, because they're all rich. I like to hang around pilot types of people who just like to do fun stuff.
Yeah, peep game, yo. She's dropping little hints here and there, bro. And they like to do that. They real proud. They real proud of their so-called success. You know what I mean? They're real proud of their debt. You know what I mean? Their debt accumulation. Because these people, they're the type of people, remember I told y'all in that same video, you see, yo, I'm not Captain Crab Leg ever, so don't ever gotta worry about that. In that same video, what I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all that people tend to put their value in their materialistic things and the things that they own. So her house, the fact that she live around rich people, that means I should get favoritism. I should get preferential treatment. You should look at me. You should look at me. And the game don't work like that. The game don't work like that.
And it's funny too because she thought about she had those glasses so she could go around the area and shit and actually like try to, I guess, attract a man like that. So she knows she's trying to play the game out there, trying to find there's something out there. That shit crazy.
It's fact. Is she gonna end up like I said? She's gonna be a rich nigga side chick or just lonely. Like K Sam say, with a dog. You know what I mean? Because I tell people this time after time again. My little son know this fact right here. The more things you have, the less time you have to spend for yourself. Because material things demand time in exchange for their use. And your time's supposed to be money. So how you spending it? What happened? You know what I mean? And that's what they fail to realize. You get yourself 3 or 4 cars and you live in a nice neighborhood. Those cars take maintenance. Those cars take time and maintenance. Those cars take money. You know what I mean? So this is what they do. They accumulate. You remember that eviction I did? Homie couldn't even pay his whole rent. And he had the nerve to have all them toys in his garage. Boy had
yeah.
he had three dope joints. I think I seen a Bentley in that sucker.
Yeah,
And
I think
he
a
in
Bentley, a
bankrupt.
Charger, one of those two.
Right. And he in bankrupt court. And he, man, listen, boy. Listen, this is the shit. Fake is the new real. Don't you be fooled. Don't believe shit you see on social media, because it's either cap and crab legs or it's agenda being pushed to get you to get that money back. All right?
Stuff, you know? Is getting your hair done a hobby? But I'm not going to meet men at Pressed Roots Dallas. Hey, Pressed Roots, I love you. Yeah, so I like to go to the airport a lot. I put that on my dating profile.
Yo, Keon, how old is she? I forgot. I think she's 29.
Out and attracted pilots. They're like, oh, no, really, where do you fly? I fly in Addison. So yeah, anyone watching who can relate to this, I highly advise you to not use dating apps, just because in my experience, I think it's impossible to compete with millions and millions of pictures of other people. And I don't want someone who's just swiping. It's a numbers game after all. And I don't like being part of the game. I want to be the whole Olympics. It's smelling so good right now. Oh my. I have never made chicken soup from scratch. Well, this isn't really from scratch because, I didn't make.
How much I want to make a bet that drink nasty?
The stock. I should have made my own stock, but I don't know. There was no but. But there is no but. I had time. I should have gotten the bones. But the thing is, I can't touch a bird. Transferring the chicken to the pot was really scary for me, and I'm glad I survived and I'm still here standing.
Girl, when these Japanese and these Russians come on over here, girl, and they clobber us men, the very few masculine ones that we have left, and they just scream at the little feminine hell of a sons running around here. The last thing you gonna want to worry about is touching a chicken, yo. A chicken, miss. And this is a skill that God gave you, yo. Do you not know you was out there in the farm, right? Tending to the chickens, tending to the roosters, tending to the cows. Like a real woman, she couldn't be no farmer woman. Couldn't be no farmer woman, yo. Couldn't be no. She don't even look like she. This is the woman that will not plant a garden. She ain't fitting to lift her finger. She needs a man. She needs a king, bro. She can't cook. She can't garden. She can't dance. She looks stiff as a motherfucker. She is blah. All she have is money and a dope house. That's all she has.
Exactly.
I mean, and think
And I'm
about
gonna
it.
tell you, and I kind of want to take it back to. I kind of want to take it back to what she talked about at the beginning when she had said something about like, having a bug in front of her house. The reason why she had said that is because it goes back to what you said, because she need a man because she don't want to. She had to think about the fact like, oh, this bug, I don't want this bug in my house. I will have to kill it, but I don't want to kill it. But I think that's gross or whatever. So the reason why she pointed that out, so I got a huge bug in my whatever, is because she's thinking to herself like, damn, if I had a man, I have a man to go and do that for me. You know what I'm saying? I can have a man to do, and that's just for anything, not just squashing a bug or doing some housework. Because there's gonna be a time where something in the house breaks down, or somewhere she can't do nothing about it. She gotta call. She would have to think about calling a mechanic or whatever.
She gotta add to her debt. She gotta add to her debt. Cause she's gonna have to pay for it to get fixed, and they're gonna see you ain't got the man, charge her more. I would. I'm charging single mothers double on everything. Fuck out of here. Everything. But that was a great point right there, man. Great point. Great video. Great everything on this one. You guys see it for yourself. We don't make this joint up. You know what I mean? We don't make this joint up. And the man that she want, it's not that he don't want her. He don't want to keep her. He'll sleep with her. Because remember, alpha males will sleep with her. Single, free agent, MGTOW, red pill, alpha male will sleep with her. We'll entertain her. We'll give her a shot. But the commitment is what we own. We got to commit to you. We got to commit to you. We got to commit to you.
I'm still here. But I don't like touching raw chicken. I can't touch anything. No poultry. There's not a single bird in this home. In this Christian home. It's scary. It's gross. Nasty fish. I'm like,
oh God. Here we go with the Sky Daddy worshiping shit right here. That's not no Christian home, sis. Don't come on now. A Christian home consists of a head of household being a man, sis. Cut it out. The order is God. Man, woman, then child. All right? Come on, sis. Go. Knock it off. Knock it off, yo. Knock it the fuck off. You know, not a lot of things get me tight. Not a lot of things get me tight. But when they start trying to play with this man's character and they start trying to play with this man's teaching and this man's doctrination, that shit pisses me off, bro. I'd rather you just leave it alone, don't admit it, like the rest of these sheep, than you to try to prove a point based off of his shit, yo. Don't do that. Not around me. I'll blow that up every time, dude.
I don't care about a fish. Nemo, too bad. But Chicken Little, I'm like, I'm so sorry. This is disgusting and horrible. I have the corn, carrots, shallot, no onion because I just don't like onion. I don't see the point of making something that I'm honestly not going to eat. So I'll save the onion for another time. See, I will eat onions separately. Like I'll put it in tacos or something, but I'm not going to put it in my soup. So I just know myself. I'm going to fish it out and I'm not going to enjoy it. So Maddie Bragg, in her video, she had vegetables cooking with a lot of olive oil. Then she added the stock.
Truthfully, yo, Supreme 10, you dead on. You on key right there. And what's sad, I'm going to tell you the truth. This the type of chick, you ain't going to give her no walking papers. She going to find a way to X your ass out. Because one thing, let me tell you about these women, yo. They be, me and Ms. Goodbread had this talk earlier, right? These modern women really be wanting these knights in shining armor, these monogamous men. These chicks, yo, listen, bro. Listen, bro. Do they know how much work it is to be two women? To make one woman into two women so that nigga don't need another woman? They don't understand that. And if Miss Goodbread set them down and broke down her daily schedule, bro, they'll be like, oh, you being a slave. You being a slave. So they really don't want no real man. They want a simp, bro. Get you a simp. Go get you a little hell of a son that he gonna feel like he hit the lottery. You know what I mean? Because you got the dope crib. You gonna feel like he right at his hell of a mom's house. You know what I mean? Go take care of you a hell of a son, sis. Because no alpha male wants you, bro. No alpha male wants you. And if that's the case, we ain't leaving our mansion. Because if your crib look like that, the nigga your hypergamy is gonna lean you towards crib is better than yours. So why I'ma leave my crib to come to your crib, sis? You see, they don't think like this. They don't think about these things. They don't think about these things when they playing that stunt culture with each other. Then they turn around and look at us like we supposed to be proud of them because they just stunning on the next chick. Like, no, exactly. No, that ain't make us dope. You want to impress me? Answer 5 questions without calling me gay or without calling me lame or without getting irritated because you don't know the answer. And instead of saying I don't know, your pride gotta have you feeling like your mama taught you something when she ain't teach you nothing.
Then the chicken. I let the veggies cook with butter. and it will make the veggies taste a little, sweeter. I made room on this little pot here, and I just put the chickens down, like naked, on the bottom of it so that I can, get cooked on both sides a little bit. Because my worst fear is just, I don't like the idea of boiling chicken. It's really weird to me. I'm someone who either like fries it or, bakes it. So, but this is how you make chicken soup. It's just weird. I've never boiled chicken breast before. In my mind, I'm like, it's not going to get cooked, but it will. But just to make sure, I did put it on each side for like a few minutes, and then I'll pull it out and shred it. Okay. Oh, dang it. I didn't put in garlic. I got to add the garlic. Okay. Shoot, and the kale. I got so carried away talking to you. We just get along so well.
And that was it, guys. That was her life right there. That's how she feels. She want a man. She need a man. And I hope that soup it looked good, but you know how that shit is when you eat it.
It looked good, but it probably not.
That shit tastes
she talking
bad
about
like a
she forgot ingredients. I'm looking like, all right,
It tastes textbook. They say it tastes textbook. That shit missing something. It's missing that mama love.
Exactly. Because just going off of that, just like the reason why she gets overlooked is for cooking and whatnot. Back around, our parents' day, they just our mothers knew exactly how to cook. Like there wasn't no like we have to look online or internet or whatever. It's the grandma showed the mother. They show them how to cook and everything like that. Show her how to play the motherly role. This is supposed to come natural to her. Like she acting like this is a huge achievement. Her cooking or whatnot. So it's crazy nowadays.
It's crazy. And again, and I see the chat is on point tonight. That's a fact, bro. And you know what's sad about this one right here? Because she got that government daddy school education. So a brother like me who don't have that education but got that emotional intelligence and got that Holy Spirit, she will never see herself being able to listen to me. You know how many of these educated dummies I strength with on the regular, and I tell them that they can bring their best social studies, science, mathematician book to the war. I'm going to bring my Bible, and we can go at it. You know how many all day? This is me all day on social media. And with the men, too. There's men that's running around here talking about, can't nobody teach me nothing if he ain't got a diploma, or how can somebody with no diploma be an expert in? They don't understand that 10,000 hours spent of educating yourself, doing self-improvement in any field of study, and you're an expert. They don't understand that, though, because the government zaddy don't teach them that. Government zaddy teach them that. What I say, go. What I say, go. You worship your mama God, you worship mommy God, and us, the education, the board of education. So, you know what I mean? Stay away, guys. Y'all make sure y'all stay away from dudes like that, bro. Dudes that need all this proof and all this extra shit, all this evidence and statistics and that and diplomas. Stay away from niggas like that because they lack faith. And he who lack faith can't help you, bro. You know what I mean? I tell everybody, yo, I am not hold on, let me cam up for this shit, yo. This is another one. These are another teachable moment right here. I need them niggas to understand this. Hold on. Yeah. Listen, y'all. I don't got no college degrees, yo. But I got every single thing Gyno Land say you're supposed to have to be happy. I got that. And that's not true. What Gyno Land say that you need to be happy in this world, that's not true. The only thing that keep me happy is the fact that I got a partner, a loving partner. See, and that's the thing that Gyno Land try to keep y'all away from. Gyno Land don't want y'all to find a loving partner. They don't want black love to exist. You know what I mean? That's the true meaning of happiness. All that other materialistic shit that I do got, like my own company, like, you know, because I'm not nobody A student, you know what I mean? And God told y'all that his messenger is not gonna come in the form of y'all fake Christians, you know what I mean? Again, I still have an open platform for anybody that can explain to me what a Christian look like or supposed to look like. You know what I mean? But God have his own people, and his people is different. His people not moving like how the sheep is moving. All right? So that's what I was saying, right? I don't have no college degree, but I hire the same people that scored all those A's on those tests when I was scoring 70s. I hire those people on a regular. You know what I mean? Fire them too. You know what I mean, guys? Word. And yeah, I use spell check. I'm not the most articulate person in the world, but I am emotionally intelligent. And that overrides IQ every day, all day. Check around. Look around in the public, yo. Look around in the public. How many educated brothers you know stress the fuck out right now? In debt, just like the women. Right. You know what I mean? So
exactly. And I think it
that's
also goes back to like how like back in the day, like having a diploma, like you really didn't. Well, if you had a diploma, you could. Because back in the day, you could get a job like no matter what. Like having maybe a high school diploma, maybe you really didn't need a diploma like that. And then when they started trying to make college more important, and
you know
you get
why?
more corporate
You know
jobs,
why, Killer?
when men started excelling in that.
You know why though, Killer? Because back in the days in high school, they had trade schools, they had home rec, they had home economics, they had all types of odd shit that where once you get your diploma, you ready to go into the field of work. So you didn't need to go to the college necessarily because you already had trade skills. They took the trade skill part out of the high schools to put it in the college to make us pay for the shit. You know what I mean? That's what they did, yo. That's what they did. And in return, they schools ain't teach us nothing. Schools ain't teach us nothing about how to obey them. You know what I mean? If schools could have taught us how to be ourselves, how to communicate really with everybody else, and how to critically think and credit, then I wouldn't be so hard on the schools. But those are the main things they ain't teach us. They ain't teach us about us how to learn ourselves. They ain't never teach us how to learn. You got to teach yourself how to learn. That's the most important skill a black man can have. When you have that skill, the ability to learn how to learn, you bad. Can't nobody touch you. Yo, Kazo, you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go get ready to wrap this on up. This has been a good one. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
Y'all give y'all last spills. We're gonna start with you, Cuzzo. And Killer Quabo, you end us off and make sure you drop your link and everything and make sure you let them know where to find you at.
Okay. My name is Angie, and I do have my social media outlets, which is AngelRain_00, in case you want to check me out and learn a bit more about me.
Say that again, Cuzzo. That was kind of low. And
Okay.
can you type it in the private chat and then we'll copy it and post it in the link.
Okay. Yeah, I was mentioning that if anybody want to find out more about me or is interested in following me, my name is Angie, but my social media name is AngelRain_00.
All right, beautiful. All right, so we'll see you next week.
Yes.
I bet. Cool. Killer, take us on home, Killer.
All right, my name's Killer Kawabo. You can check my YouTube page, Men Operating in Reality. That's also my social media as well. Make sure you guys go like, share, subscribe to my videos, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop. I try to drop consistently, as much as I can anyway. If you also and if you're a MGTOW man, you want to get more into the MGTOW world, good. Make sure y'all subscribe to me.
Facts, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming out tonight. And chat, as always, I appreciate y'all for spending y'all money with me. Y'all know y'all money is y'all time. Thank y'all, yo. And again, 2 videos for those of you catching this on the playback. 2 videos is about to pop up. One on the right, one on the left. The one on the right is gonna be the Kevin Samuels killer video, or if she a murderer, or if she's Mary Magdalene. You know what I mean? And then on the left is gonna be a playlist. So continue your viewing experience over here at the School of Common Sense. Graduation is coming up, guys. Keep in mind, graduation is coming up. I'm going to honor all my good breads, yo, especially my ones that's always tuned in and that support the channel. We got something special planned for you guys. So definitely subscribe, like, hit that notification so you do not miss graduation day, guys. Y'all know how we is. We the most creative thing on here, yo. I never said I was going to be the best. I only told y'all I was going to be the realest. All right? Get at me, y'all. Scream at me. 100, y'all.
All right. Peace.
All right.
Do what I do, because I don't give a fuck. 1 or 2 people side with it, and them the 1 or 2 people that's rolling with me. I'm not looking at the majority. I told y'all from day one, the majority's not going to side with you. I'm only going to get subscribers here and there, and that's cool. I'd rather have 50 killers than 1,000 soldiers. Yeah. So they always gonna be mad. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em.
That's just how it is. You have to check this out. Because we're warning guys about the bad woman, which now has pretty much leveraged most of the world. So the type of woman that is good is pretty much slim. We're not teaching hate.